This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 21, verse 6 in the NLT. Meanwhile, the Lord said to me, put a watchman on the city wall. Let him shout out what he sees. He should look for chariots drawn by pairs of horses and for riders on donkeys and camels. Let the watchman be fully alert. Then the watchman called out, day after day I have stood on my watchtower, my Lord. Night after night I have remained at my post. Now at last, look, here comes a man in a chariot with a pair of horses. Then the watchman said, Babylon is fallen, fallen. All the idols of Babylon lie broken on the ground. O my people, threshed and winnowed, I have told you everything Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai of heaven's armies has said, everything the God of Israel has told me. Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishop, and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Al-Gibar here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Yahushai. All right, and I started with this Isaiah 21 and 6 to just, to highlight the point of the watchman. And you see, and the Lord has set out his watchman, as this watchman said, that he was fully alert. The watchman was constantly watching. He was constantly on his post. Night after night, he's remained at his post. And it's the same with the prophets of the Lord now in these days, starting with the elders and the apostles, a great millstone, from the men under them on down. Those of us who are diligently night after night, day after day, watching, reporting, doing these videos, doing these shows, reporting to our people what we're seeing through the spirit. We're watching, things that are happening geopolitically, things that are happening as far as, economic, as far as this third world's war. We're warning you about these end times prophecies and the signs that are leading up to them. And we've always been watching for the mark of the beast, the o.t.b, these last few major prophecies, which are right at the door. You see, so we're standing upon our watch, man. We're at our posts night after night, day after day. We're being fully alert, and we're watching, and we're warning our people, man. And that's why, when this mark of the beast comes, which we've been telling you, starting with the elders and the apostles, that it is the implantable micro C-hip. When this thing comes, and you, Jake, who has been denying it, who's been scoffing, not believing it, saying it's not that, it's this, it's not no damn microchip, it's not no system, the mark of the beast is your cell phone in your pocket, it's your, whatever type of philosophy you take into your mind and you accept it with your right hand, all this other BS. Hey, when it finally comes to be exactly what the true watchmen have told you it's going to be, a lot of you are going to be shaken up. A lot of you are going to be thrown in a loop. All right. And a lot of you are not going to ultimately know what to do because, you rejected the true message. You rejected the true watchman's, the true watchman's warnings and alert. You see, and we've been watching and we're going to continue to watch. And I found this article which directly leads into the o.t.b, Revelation, the 13th chapter, man. It's like even when we're not looking for it. Now, of course, we're always watching, we're looking for at everything. But even when we're just looking and we're not particularly looking for information on the o.t.b, hey, as we're watching, we come across it. And it's our duty and our job to warn, man. So just like I was reading a bunch of articles, and this is probably, it's funny, this is probably the last article that I came across before I was going to take a break. I was like, oh, okay, I've been reading a bunch of articles, just seeing what's going on. I was like, I'll do one more and see if I find one more thing interesting. And this happened to be the very last one that I came across. And guess what? The o.t.b info, is in here, So, hey, let's do this quick lesson on it. So it says, and this is from Zero Hedge, entirely demonic. Catherine Austin Fitts warns financial tsunami coming because of programmable money. And what have we been telling you this programmable money is ultimately going to lead to? The o.t.b, the mark of the beast, the charagma, man. And this is what your programmable money in a physical sense is going to look like. Is going to be that C-hip, man. You see, because it's going to be linked with your ability to buy and sell. It's going to be linked with your ability to be able to function within this society. And if you don't take this C-hip, guess what? You won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to function within society. So it's going to go literally hand in hand with these devil's new world order. All right. And if you want particular things, if you want particular, access into society, whether it's food stamps, apartments, housings, driving a car, getting medical attention, be able to go to the grocery store and to buy food and water, to buy clothes, shoes, whatever the case might be, is going to lead to you having to receive the charagma. You're going to have to totally acquiesce to this new digital system that they're bringing, which is going to ultimately give these devils complete and total control over every aspect of your life, man. And this is what it's ultimately all about, total control. And like I said, and if you don't acquiesce, if you don't bow down to it, you don't receive that o.t.b, guess what? You'll be killed. You'll be separated. You'll be locked out of society. You won't be able to function, to buy or sell or even live. You see? You want access to the internet? Hey, you're gonna have to have this that charagma, man. And it's as simple and plain as that. And like she said, it's entirely demonic, and it is demonic, But hey, this is prophetic, and this is what this devil is trying to achieve on the left-hand side. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article. All right, I'm just gonna get to the main point, and it's right here, right? And it says, I'm gonna read right here. She said, this is what I read atop a little bit. The record high price, even though both have come down in price a bit, has proven her right, blah, blah. Here's the point, all right? She said, this is what she calls it. What I call the Rothschild syndicate wants programmable money. You see, this is what that whole situation with Iran is about, in the long run. They need control of that region. They need to get a central bank in that over there in Iran to control that whole region so that they can bring in this programmable money, man. This is what the Greater Israel Project is really all about, is giving those tiny tots control over that complete region. And they're going to bring in this Rothschild syndicate programmable money system. You see, it's all part of this NWO and this agenda of these elites. It says, what I call the Rothschild syndicate wants programmable money, and they don't want anybody stopping it. You see? Because right now, Iran is kind of stopping it because they don't have that central bank. They don't have complete control over that region. They need control of that Strait of Hormuz, all of that, the King's Highway, all those different, corridors of trade and business. And, they have to get control of it. And they don't want anybody stopping it, man. This is why, they had those lists of 7 countries they wanted to go to war with, and Iran was the last one on the list. And right now they're trying to conquer and topple that last one on the list so that they can bring in this agenda, man. It says that's number 1. The second thing is most people do not understand what is coming in terms of what the disruptive ledger technology is going to do, what it is going to do to the currency markets, to the stock and bond markets. It's a bubble economics and also control. You see, it's all about total control, man. So let's get it. All right. This is Revelations chapter 13, verse 15. And I'll start here. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And the image of the beast we know is the ancient Roman Empire. But now it's this modernized Roman Empire, which is America, but it's leading into this new this technocracy, this new digital system that they're trying to ultimately bring to pass. This is what 5G and 6G, AI technology, programmable money, 15-minute cities, having everything on this digital ledger. This is the system that they're trying to create, that you're going to have to eventually have to bow down and worship and accept it in order to be able to function within it. All right. If you don't function, you don't bow down, you don't worship it, guess what? You're going to be killed. You'll be separated from society, man. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And right, when we go into that word killed, the word is apoktono, but the root word is apo, which means of separation, a separation of one thing from another. And in this instance, it's going to be, if you don't have that programmable money, you don't have your micro C hip, that charagma, that mark of the beast, you'll be separated from the world. You'll be separated from society. All right. You won't be able to do anything. You won't even be acknowledged as a person in this, in this beast system that these devils are trying to create. You see, it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this is that charagma, the actual physical micro C hip, man. It's not spiritual. It's not a philosophy. It's not, sleeping with white women. It's not accepting this man's philosophy and his terms and all this other bullshit. It's literally you submitting yourself into this charagma, to this new this technocracy, merging yourself with technology, giving this man complete and total access to not only your physical, but also inside of you via this technology that they're going to subdermally implant inside of you, man. You see? And everything else that's going to come with you having to take once you're fully, submitted into this man's society. You see, it don't matter whether you're rich, poor, an entertainer, an actor, whether you're in prison, whether you're in the military, whether you're just the average everyday person walking around here. They're even telling you that in certain countries now, they're putting microchips in babies as soon as they come out of the womb. You see, and this is going to be the prerequisite. This is going to be the norm to being accepted in this man's new world order, is you're going to have to allow yourself to be implanted with this charagma, man. Like I said, it's going to extend further than that. They're probably going to force you to put a Neuralink in your head so they can constantly, know what's going on the inside, be able to read your brain patterns. Like I said, not only understand what's happening on the outside, but inside of you, man. Be able to put thoughts into your head, to read your thoughts, to know if you're lying, to know what you're emotionally feeling about particular stimuli that you're looking at, This devil wants complete and total control, man. See, and it begins with these with this charagma, with this technology, with these different implantable devices, man. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Basically functioning within this society, man. Your whole life is going to be centered around whether you submit and take this o.t.b, because everything else is going to come right along with it. You see? So back here, right? So she said, the second thing is most people do not understand what is coming in terms of what the distributive ledger technology is going to do, what it is going to do to the currency markets, to the stock market, stocks and bond markets. It is bubble economics and also control. We are talking about something that is entirely demonic. And here's the point. Let me give you a few examples. Mr. Smith, this is the government calling. And we know you have 3 children. We want one of them transgendered. You can choose which one, but if you don't transgender one of them, we will turn off your money. You won't be able to buy or sell. If you're not, you're going to have to acquiesce to this system in order to buy and sell. And then with it, this is going to give them total and complete control. And this is an example. Okay, if they call you and tell you want one of your kids transgender, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Hell no, I'm not doing that shit. But see, once you bow down to this system, they have total control. So therefore, since he don't want to transgender one of his children, guess what? They'll just turn off your microchip. You'll be separated. You'll be killed from society, man. You see, it says we will turn off your money and you won't be able to feed your other children. And what do you think the average everyday person is going to do when faced with this situation? They're going to transgender their children because, once you're in this system, you're not going to have, any freedoms. You're not going to have any rights. You're not going to have any ability to fight against anything that the system forces you or wants you to do. This is why it's completely and utterly demonic, man. You see, let's see what it says. Captain Arthur Fence goes on. You take the COVID, or we will turn your money off. You see, programmable money is spatial control as well. You see, if we went into a 15-minute city, your programmable money would not work outside the 15-minute city. It's not just programmable money. See? And this is the system these devils are trying to create, a world where they're basically God via technology, through AI, through artificial intelligence, through this system. They want you people to bow down and willingly submit yourself to, man. You see, if you have an electric car and you try to leave the 15-minute city, your car will not work. This is what Captain Arthur Fitz is working tirelessly with multiple state legislators to put the brakes on programmable money before it's too late. You see, but it's already too late. This is these devils' agenda, man. And they're going to roll it on you people, whether you believe it or not. See, but this is why, as us being the watchmen, we're standing upon our watch day in and day out. We're warning you. We're telling you what this system is really all about and how it links with biblical prophecy, man. All right. So this Rothschild syndicate and this New World Order is all about them bringing in this mark of the beast. It's biblical prophecy, man. And we're at the, we're right here at the door of these devils getting ready to try to implement this thing, man. But this is why we constantly do these videos and we constantly do these shows and warning you about the o.t.b and telling you what it literally is, man. It's going to be linked to this programmable money. And that one guy, I always forget his name, and I can't find that video where he says, the guy asked him, well, what will CBDCs look like? And he raised his hand and said about the size of a grain of rice. And we know what the hell that is. It's the charagma, man, the micro C-hip. All right. And we've been telling you, this is what these devils are trying to do. This is what the scriptures is talking about. And we're going to continue to be the loyal and good watchmen and continue to blow the trumpet and to warn you over and over and over again, man. This is what is going to all lead to. This is how you're not going to be able to buy and sell if you don't submit yourself to this system, which is going to come with that micro C-hip, man. Point blank, period. So if you can't see it, then, hey, it is what it is. Then you're most likely are going to fall into this demonic plan of these elites and be taken, man. So, hey, with that, Lord willing, this is edifying. God praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai. Lord willing, you're edified. Into the next one, shalom.